fans, after a highly disappointing Premier League defeat to Bournemouth, we are now going to face Sporting Lisbon in the UEFA quarter-finals Champions League second leg at the Emirates Stadium. So this is the Arsenal Pulse. If you are new, subscribe and share this video, and let's take a deep dive in what is going to happen in our game at the Emirates. So the tie is already 1-0 to the Gunners with a goal from Kai Havertz, and this is going to be a huge Champions League game. And as you all know, today we are also going to be having Liverpool versus Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool already 2-0 down. Atletico versus Barcelona. Atletico are leading 2-0. So Atletico and Liverpool will be the home teams, while Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona will be the away teams. So very close score lines. And if you look at Arsenal, it's still 1-0 in the first leg. So this is going to be very tight game, and this game is not yet decided because 1-0, 2-1, 2-0. These are score lines that are going to be, there's a possibility of being overturned in the second leg. So game will be tomorrow at 10 p.m. East African time if you're in Nairobi at the Emirates Stadium. And what do we expect tomorrow? So we already have one goal lead, and that goal was scored in the last minute of the game to end Sporting's long winning home run. But at the minute, we are not the form team. We have been out of form after losing to Bournemouth, plenty of injuries as well, and key players out. So most of us are really worried about this game. And for me, my prediction, I'm going to give it at the end of the game. But let's just look at the predictable lineup that is going to play this game. So tomorrow, I think he's going to make some changes with the fact that Rice Hincapié will be back, which is a huge boost on that left-hand side. Trossard as well might start in the absence of Martinelli. In the number 10, he may start with Eze, since Havertz in the last game did not perform to the level. Up front, he's going to stick with Gyökeres. That is something that's likely. On the right wing, he may start with Madueke, since Saka is said to be out for at least 3 to 4 weeks. He's not going to be back. In midfield, he's going to partner Rice and Zubimendi once again, and Ben White is expected to play in the right back position. For Sporting, they'll keep the same lineup apart from Pullman, who is going to be introduced into the squad after he was suspended for the first leg due to many yellow cards. Then there'll be a replacement for Fresneda after Vaglianidis is going to replace Fresneda at the right hand side. So plenty of changes for Arsenal and Sporting, but not many, since the injuries have been biting us, and there are plenty of doubts as well with the injury front. The likes of Saka, Timber, Odegaard, and Calafiori. It has been asked about these questions in the press conference, and it's saying that these players still are yet to be back, and maybe some of them we shall know tomorrow, since they had the training session today. And as far as we are concerned, Arsenal are on the cusp of reaching back-to-back semi-finals for the first time in our history. It will be a huge achievement. As much as we have not yet won a trophy, this is huge for the club that we are now competing with the big boys, and that's why this game is very important. Yeah, and also we have to check the fact that okay, so my mouse is doing something. Yeah, so as I'm saying, our first time in the semi-finals back-to-back, and this will be a huge confidence boost if we manage to win it. Yeah, and we have only conceded 2 goals in the Champions League at home. Let me just use this. Yeah, so crucial enough is that this game is not over. 1-0 scoreline is not over yet, and this manager from Sporting is actually second in the table, keeping Porto on their toes in the league. So that league is still running, and we Sporting managed to win in the weekend game against Estrela Amador, giving them 5 points off Porto, who have played them also. They're still in the league title chase, and Sporting are not easy contest. Yeah. So the stat that will help us is that Sporting have never won a two-legged European contest after losing the first leg by 1 goal margin at home, and they have lost 13 of the last 14. So this advantage to Arsenal, and but still Arsenal are expected to be. You cannot predict how they will play, if they'll turn up, because if they play against the way they played against Bournemouth, for sure we are not going to progress this game. So as I said, Bukayo Saka will be out in this game, but Eberechi Eze and Nkape will be back in a huge boost. Odegaard, Calafiori, Saka, and Timber will be out. Yeah, and Declan Rice is also a doubt. He was not seen in training today, and the long-term absentee is Mikel Merino. So people are calling for Zubimendi to be rested a bit um, because Zubimendi has not really been playing at the level that we are used to. Yeah. So for me, I'd start Nogard tomorrow, and my prediction is 1-1. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we have looked very nervous at home and defensively. We have not been looking solid the way we used to at the start of the season, and most of our players are playing with knocks and injuries. This is a known fact as well. Yeah. So much more to be expected from this team. Player to watch, Victor Gyökeres, of course, against his former club. I expect him to put in a good performance since he understands them, since he knows them. And if you look at the odds are highly favoring Arsenal to win this game. Yeah. So the odds are favoring Arsenal 1.454 with Sporting 7.1. But as you know, with the odds, you can never predict, since the last game we saw an odd of 6 points being overturned. Yeah. So you can see Arsenal, we have lost 3 of the last 5 games, which is not good. We are not in form. Sporting Lisbon have won 4 of their last 5, and we are the only ones who have beaten them in that run. Yeah, so we hope that we are going to win. As I've said, my prediction is 1-1. I'm expecting a draw. I'm expecting Sporting to come out and hunt us down. Yeah, they are not going to be easy. But the fact that we are looking for a second successive UEFA Champions League semi-final, meaning that we will be only 2 games away from the final. I think Arteta is going to focus on this game. This will be the game where Arteta puts all of his focus in the Champions League. Because if we beat Arsenal, we are going to face either Atletico or Sporting in the semi-finals. And that is where I think Arteta will put most of his eggs, because the Premier League is not looking likely, especially if we lose to Manchester City. So hopefully I'm praying for a win. The last few days not been really psyched up. You know, when you win games, you are really psyched up. But since we are not in form, but hopefully it's our time to respond. We have to respond. We have to move on. In football, results will go like this, but we have to stay calm as fans. We have to support the team in the bad times. They have given us plenty of good moments for the last 6 to 7 months. Now, the final 2 months is where we need to support them fully. Let's not give up. Let's not throw in the towel at the end, because we can still achieve something special, even if it's the Premier League or the Champions League. So this is the Arsenal parts. Stay tuned for more updates. And that is the update from my side. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.